I think so.
Matter of fact, well, I mean, he's gonna get drafted. I'm talking about like first round. Matter of fact, I think I had Danny Watkins going to the Giants because he said that he's gonna bring some firemen with him, and for some reason, New York and firemen kind of go together. So,
okay.
I swear pick him. He's old though.
He's 26.
Yeah, he's old.
26. That's
woo.
That could be a knock on him.
He's from Canada. He played like rugby or something before football jumped off. And I guess last but not least, we have the quarterbacks. I'm not a fan of Blaine Gabbert. Haven't seen much film, but I mean, when you play in the spread system, and you only get what 16
touchdowns. I think it was like
9 picks. Something's not right. I don't know what it is. Maybe you didn't have the talent. Maybe you didn't have the right receivers. But you playing the spread. That's at least 30 touchdowns.
Especially if you're supposed to be this great potential #1 draft pick, 30 touchdowns.
Yeah.
But I have checked him out. I've looked at some games of him, and from what I've seen, I don't like him. I mean, second round pick to me what he looks like. It may be late first round, but not potential top 10.
No,
but
not at all.
You look at his size and his athletic ability and his arm. He's a good quarterback, but he didn't have the awareness. I didn't see it in college. He didn't have the awareness scanning the field, and his pocket awareness was just atrocious to me. I mean, because Ryan Mallett, the knock on Ryan Mallett is his foot, quickness and being able to move around.
How fast do they want Mallett to move?
He moves in the pocket a lot better.
Yeah, he moves in the pocket good enough. Like, I don't see. I'm not asking Mallett to run 40 yards down the field. I need you to slide 3 feet to the left and throw the football.
Well, I guess since we're talking about Mallett now, we'll get off to Gabbert and see what you think about Mallett.
Mr. Booger Sugar himself.
Yeah, I don't like the rumors about the pixie dust.
Yeah. I mean, what's his name? Rick Pitino, whatever, at Arkansas said that he didn't fail a drug test, which you can count that for as much as you want because it's college. I'm sure you gotta win. I'm sure there's plenty of guys that don't fail drug tests and they keep it up. When the last time you heard of a guy being suspended from college football for drugs? I really can't think of anyone. I mean, there's gotta be somebody that used it in the league.
Yeah, but
I know it's not your first time getting exposed to it in the league.
I like him as a player, but I'm concerned with that.
I like him as a player. He's my #1 quarterback if I had to choose. Not saying that I would get him in the top 10 because that Booger Sugar could surface.
Regardless of Booger Sugar and the footwork, his speed, his 40 time. Look at Tom Brady. They had a report on him on ESPN the other night.
Yep.
And he has one of the worst combines ever.
I saw him running his 40 and I thought he was jogging.
Look at him doing anything.
You think he's jogging?
And he was built like a 12-year-old skinny fat kid.
Right.
The skinny fat kid, the kid that doesn't have a lot of weight on him, but he has no muscles, so just no tone or anything. But so I'm not concerned about the 40 time. He has a live arm. He wasn't the most accurate, but there isn't too many. None of the top quarterbacks in this draft are accurate, really.
Yeah.
Cam Newton, Blaine Gabbert, they're not just incredibly accurate.
There's so many questions with the other quarterbacks that I mean, if somebody, and I believe Ryan Mallett will go in the first round. I think somebody's going to trade up and get him in like the late 20s. But I just every quarterback has questions. Cam, people don't know his backfield. He comes from that iffy system. Blaine Gabbert seemed like he just surfaced just because Andrew Luck didn't come out. 16 touchdowns and 9 picks. Are you serious? That's NFL caliber.
In a spread offense?
In the spread offense? Ryan Mallett has the Booger Sugar, a.k.a. cocaine.
That's about all the offensive positions besides tight end, and it's not much you can say about this year's tight end draft.
Yeah, Cal, what's his name? Rudolph or Randolph?
Rudolph from Notre Dame.
He's supposed to be pretty good. He's the #1 tight end. I haven't really seen him play much. I think he got hurt during the season. Plus, I didn't watch Notre Dame because I'm a Michigan fan. They're scrubs. Who else? Lance Kendricks from Wisconsin. He's supposed to be pretty nice. but he's like a blocking dude. He can block and receive.
Also, tight end from
Arkansas
and Kaepernick, UConn.
They have a tight end?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's beyond me.
But he takes the back seat to the other tight ends a little bit. But he's more of an athletic type. I think he ran a 4.6. He's probably not the best blocker. But out of the tight ends, I really like DJ Williams out of Arkansas. The guy just made plays. He's not the biggest. He reminds me of Dustin Keller type. Maybe not he didn't run 40 that Dustin Keller ran, but it's not necessary. Still same type player like you just said. But going back to the quarterback a little bit, since we pretty much just settled all the relative positions, brought them up a little bit. We had a discussion earlier. I think we should go back over for the people out there. Cam Newton, you're a big fan of Cam Newton.
I think Cam Newton will be pretty good. Not saying that he's going to be Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, but I think when it's all said and done, he'll probably average about 20, 23 touchdowns. Probably somewhere like 10 picks, 12 picks. I don't think they're going to let him throw much. I think he's just going to be behind a running team like the Panthers are now. They have, I don't think they have DJ Williams anymore because I think he's leaving. But they have Jonathan Stewart and Mike Goodson. I think they're just going to keep it running and let him get in there and see what he can do.
Well, I'm not as big on Cam Newton. I was big on him as a college player, but I don't see him transitioning to the pro level as well. The way I look at it, I compare him to past players like Vince Young. That's an easy comparison to make. They're both big guys, around 6'5", 240. Actually, Cam's a little bit bigger, but still, and they're athletic. But I'm not just a BY supporter, but I'm just making this comparison. Vince Young, to me, was better in college. He was more accurate. He read the field better. He came from an offense that transitioned better to the pros. Cam Newton might have had better numbers in it last year. That's last year in college. But Vince Young just, to me, looked like a more pro-ready prospect. And he has not really, just thrived in the NFL. I don't see Cam doing any more than Vince did, really. Or has done. Vince might turn it on in another year or so. And then Cam might do just as much as Vince did do then. But at this point, I don't see Cam being able to transition and do any more than Vince has done. But granted, Vince did win some games. He didn't take over games, but he
managed.
They were better with Vince than with the other quarterbacks. So I mean,
he had Ken Collins had that one season.
Right, he did.
But, he disappeared after that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's gonna be better than Vince. How much better? I don't know. I mean, Vince's first 4 years, he 42 touchdowns, 42 picks.
Yeah, he was 50-50.
I think Cam will be better than that. Granted, Cam may not get in the game until year 2, week 12 of this year.
It depends of what team he goes to. If he goes to Carolina, he's in there.
He's probably officially in there.
He's in there. If he goes to Carolina, he needs to get that playbook and get busy.
Yeah.
But we would like to know what you think out there.
Yeah, what do y'all think? Comment, subscribe. Also, go look at our other video talking about the HGH testing and the contest that we're having, the mock draft contest.
Send in your mock drafts.
Yeah, your final mock draft. Don't send in about 10 and you keep editing them. But yeah, tell us what you think about some of these players, and I'll let you later. NFL Real Talk.
Who's your best player? Who's your best quarterback?
Yeah.
Just holler at us. Let us know. Rate, subscribe, comment. NFL Real Talk.
Peace.
Hardly home, but always repping. You hardly own it, always second.